In this day and age, everyone wants to look great. Why? Perhaps for social acceptance, perhaps for career, perhaps for mate selection. But looking great isn't as great as it seems, and being ugly has its own beautiful side. Can you believe that? In this video, I will tell you the truth about the 4 benefits of being ugly. Looksmaxxing, it's a new trend. I had never even heard this word before last year, but it officially became my favorite word this year. Looks maxing means exactly what it sounds like, maxing out your looks. I don't think there's anything wrong with enhancing your physical appearance, but this word looks maxing itself says something about the age we live in. We live in an age almost entirely obsessed with the outside. If you are ugly, a good haircut, losing weight, or wearing nicer clothes might help you look better. But some people may not be found attractive no matter what they do, because I believe that beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Still, I also, unfortunately, know that different societies in different periods of time have had their own beauty ideals, and that these ideals are, for the most part, collectively agreed upon. In other words, if your own people find you ugly and people on the other side of the world think the same, then in a way you're done for. Or maybe you're not, because there are real and serious benefits to not being physically desired. Let's dive in. From this point on, I will speak to you in the second person, but that doesn't mean I think you're ugly. I want to make that clear. 1. You dodge many bullets. I want to tell you a short Taoist story. A long time ago in China, there was a crooked tree. It was so deformed, so ugly that no woodcutter bothered to cut it down. The straight trees, on the other hand, were cut down en masse because they were considered ideal for turning into wooden planks. And so the crooked tree's ugliness allowed it to keep living, keep aging, keep growing larger, while the straight trees were felled while still young. As the years passed, people started to notice this old, strange tree. Its odd shape and old age made it special. Eventually, the tree was declared sacred. If you are ugly, your path in life is not the same as Adam and Emma's, the most popular pair in high school, blessed with flawless genetics. Be grateful that you're not one of them. To be honest, Emma's dating life is nothing more than a string of bad boys who only want her for her looks. Adam, meanwhile, became a sex addict, turned to alcohol and drugs, and because of the endless female attention he never lacked, he never found the drive to make something of his life. On top of that, he even got a woman pregnant who was nothing more than a casual date to him, if you know what I mean. If you are ugly, you are probably free from this kind of misery. Be glad about that too. 2. You learn to rely on your personality. Not being blessed with good looks is, in truth, a remarkable opportunity. An opportunity to work on other aspects of yourself. One of those aspects is personality. Can ugly people be charismatic? Absolutely, they can. Kindness, humor, intelligence, the ability to speak well, these are all qualities that can be developed. In the end, I believe a kind, sincere, and honest person earns far more appreciation than someone who looks stunning, but is underneath it all, hollow and unpleasant. Here's another quiet advantage. The people who like you, who want to be around you, are likely doing so because of who you are, not how you look. Popular and beautiful people are often used, and just as often abused, because of the social status they carry. People want to be seen next to the handsome and the beautiful, because that closeness raises their own prestige too. Some friend groups, especially the ones built for social media, are based almost entirely on looks. In reality, they might even hate each other, but as long as they look good together in a photo, it doesn't seem to matter much to them. What a shallow existence, don't you think? You, on the other hand, have a far greater chance of forming much deeper friendships, ones that don't depend on the shape of your face, the size of your muscles, or whether your bag matches your new jacket. 3. You have more time. Adam and Emma's hands are never free. Everyone wants to be seen with them, to be around them, so they're constantly bombarded with messages and phone calls. Turns out being beautiful and popular is a hard life. Emma can match with almost any guy on Tinder. Adam isn't doing badly either. In fact, the two of them even dated once. Emma genuinely liked him. She's picky, of course, but Adam had already won her over. Unfortunately for Emma, Adam had a long list of beautiful women chasing after him, and he couldn't disappoint them all, could he? So he broke up with her. Sounds appealing, doesn't it? But there's something in life called the paradox of choice. The simple fact that too many options only give you a headache. If you're ugly, your options are usually limited. Your phone doesn't ring off the hook because everyone wants your time. And that, in itself, is a gift. Because it means you have time. Time to learn an instrument. Time to build a business. Time to write a book. Make good use of it. 4. You are more likely to be successful. Can you imagine Mark Zuckerberg as a supermodel? Or Elon Musk for that matter? He looks pretty good now, but take a look at a photo of him in his younger years. Ouch. Now imagine for a moment that Elon and Mark had been good-looking young men. Do you think they still would have built Facebook and Tesla? I don't think so. I think they would have been far too busy chasing girls just like Adam. Being ugly can, in its own way, become a driving force for success. And if you're struggling to find a partner because of your looks, you can use that frustration as fuel to achieve something greater. I should point out, greatness isn't only about financial success. You can be great in virtue too. Nuns and monks are living proof of that. Science has shown, time and again, that generosity makes people happy. You don't need to be pretty or handsome to be generous, to do good. Gandhi, by any measure, wasn't easy on the eyes either. Mother Teresa wasn't a Playboy model, so if things aren't going well for you on Bumble, you can still leave your mark by being good, content, and humble. Thank you for watching.